Hello everybody, and Anthony's is here. In this video I'll go over my tips on how I painted over a vehicle sketch that I did in 3D code. So here you can see my original 3D sketch rendered in Keyshot, but I don't need Keyshot for that, I just need 3D code. And also some details of my original design and that original video I was talking about. So I had a question the other day in comment section: how do you proceed from this to a more final version of a concept? And essentially, well, you can keep going and modeling on top, which will be another video, or you can do a Paintover. So what I do with clients, I usually send them this kind of sketch. It's usually 20-30 minutes at most. And if they want to see a more finalized 3D version, I'll do that. Or if they're happy just to accept a Paintover, I'll be just doing a Paintover. And what I found is it's pretty cool when I have this kind of sketch. It gives you all the values you need. For example, if you're not that great at digital painting and you have struggled with these values, and I do myself, here you can just pick them and try to shape your design. Also, it helps like really studying the values. Like you have it all pretty much physically correct here. You just pick the right value and just keep on smudging and painting on top. Also, is a great subject to study values because you can see how they change over the length of this particular side. So you can see that it goes like a smooth gradient, and I'm just trying to smooth it out to make it more realistic. Yep, so it's like painted over that ridge area, all those ridges, all those stuff. I didn't like it in the end, so I decided to get rid of it. So I'll paint there, then I'll just go down and paint here. And I'll just increase the amount. And I'll try to shape it. It doesn't have much of a, distinct shape, so I wanted to make it more like a modern angular tank. And again, I'm just picking the values from there and doing. I have a bit of a soft brush here, so we can just do it with the hard one. Oh yeah, so and there go, just painting and painting and painting, right? So after a while I had this type of paintovers and had quite a few changes later. Here, it's proceeded. I've added some color correction on top. For example, the color cup, you can find it in the adjustments. So the color cup, I just use the default layers. You can go through them and check them out. I have a whole video about how I color correct my stuff. It's making a mud soldier. You can check it out. So I decided to make it more, like cold. More like bluish than warm green. Added a bit of contrast with my curves, and I could have just go on and paint details here, but it was just taking too much time, and I decided to do a line work on top, like here, just to quickly paint on top of these headlights. Take quite a bit of time to paint, to be honest. Little bits and pieces. So I'll just show. It was a super easy paint over. I'm just pressing Shift, drawing the straight lines. So I'm using my Wacom here, but I actually painted most of it on Cintiq. I find it a bit easier. My Wacom that I have on my main computer is got pretty high sensitivity. It's really helpful for me when I do 3D, but if you paint, I prefer Cintiq. I should actually make a video about how you use. It's pretty cool how you could use 3D code in Cintiq. Alright, so I'll just do this real quickly. And essentially what you get, it's a line work on top of pretty clean paint over here. And I wanted to unite them together, right? So I decided to actually kind of decided to spoil it to decrease the quality. Sometimes I would add some noise, then I would go and denoise it so it will lose some of it. And in this particular case, I just use an unsharp, really strong unsharp filter. So I'll just copy this, put it on top. I went into filters, sharpen, unsharp mask. Yeah, it's obviously there's a maximum amount that I can have. And if I think it was overlay that they used, or multiply. Damn it, what was it? Darken. Nope. I'll just check the final version. Yeah, actually I missed the step, right? So here I've added a little bit of noise, and it was noise with extra sharpening. Then I've just denoised it and overlaid it with darkening filter. And then I did this super tough, super crazy unsharpening on top, and applied it as no, darken, right? And that adds you like this double line work on along the cuts, and extra bits of noise that I enjoyed. So again, you take it, add a bit of noise, denoise and sharpen, and unsharpen, and put it in darken mode. You can essentially every time I do this, I would try all kind of filters. I would try the watercolor filter in a filter gallery and see what gives me a better result. But yeah, that's pretty much all of it I have to it. You make some quick sketch, you paint over, you add line work on top. In the worst case scenario, you really can just paint, if you need something to push out really quickly, you do a super quick sketch and for the client, something pretty fast and ugly to show in 20, 30, 1 hour minutes, 60 minutes. And here we go. So I'm thinking about taking it to the I really want to put this tank to the end and make the whole proper model. If I do that, I'll record a time lapse, and it will be another step how we go from an overpainted sketch to a final big model. Alright, thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.